Alright, good evening everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. I am currently bothered by the fact that I have a big open mouth sore in my left cheek, and I've had it there for like 3 days now. I think it reached its peak of pain because I was really feeling awful about it this morning. Now I feel okay. So maybe nature is finally healing, and by nature I mean the nature inside of my cheek, the microbiome, is finally listening and treating the macrobiome correctly. And maybe I won't feel so bad later, or maybe I'll be talking this entire time. That'll irritate it, and then I'll be back to feeling horny tomorrow morning. So I don't know. You never know. All I know is that these things are a pain in the ass, and I didn't even get it in a fun way. I didn't get like kissing somebody and getting it. I just was like, I don't know, I guess my food was salty or something, and that decided to, impact my cheek. So that's nice. That happens occasionally with me anyways. But anyhow, yeah, Road Rash. No, Road Rash is really cool. Like, PS1 version's the best to play? I don't know, maybe. I want to try the Genesis version again just because that was my childhood. Man, back when EA used to actually make good games, I loved me some Road Rash. It was fun to just go on that motorcycle with, like, some of the best soundtrack in the world, like, and then, kicking other guys off their motorbikes. It was great. I honestly do like that kind of twangy Genesis sound, though, Chris. Like, that's honestly one of my favorite parts about the sound font. I don't know, for me, it's just very, like, I don't know, something kind of cool, radical. It's not really emulated elsewhere. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but I think it's one of my favorites, honestly. Hey, Scorebar, something, indeed. Reaction. How about that? Yeah, let's get going. So, I hope you enjoyed the classic music style. As I wrote in the text earlier, I actually kind of like this classic version a little bit more than the modern style OST that this game has to offer. But I think the modern style OST is honestly superior for the rest of the game. So I kind of just wanted to give everybody a good chance to listen to the menu while they waited for me to get things started. And now we're gonna go and switch over to the radical modern style. Yeah, there we go. Got that sharper sound, a little more not quite X reminiscent, at least not this is, but everything else is a little bit more X reminiscent. Alright, sweet. Controller, there we go. Okay. And what button did I press to get out of here again? There we go. Alright, so we have our one more playthrough today. I am going to be playing Proto Man today on hard mode, because we've already showed off, what the other modes are like. The other modes and other characters. The game also maybe seems a little loud on OBS. Let me just lower that. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping that... I've never seen the hard mode version of this game. I don't know if it adds more enemies. I don't know if it just makes you take more damage. But I'm kind of hoping to have that Mega Man 9 and 10 hard mode experience where all of a sudden the game goes from, it's a little challenging but pretty balanced overall to, oh my god, this is actually really tough to do. Because I'm hoping to give you all a lot of entertainment out of me playing as Glass Bones and Paper Skin Man, and seeing how that goes. Search best Genesis OSTs, see what other people consider great. That'd be pretty good overall, honestly. Like, I would still say definitely check out, what I've recommended. I think Road Rash really does have one of the finest OSTs the Genesis has to offer. You can really, like, feel... They made a very heavy effort towards, like, what kind of, what words am I trying to use here? A heavy effort towards, like, deep drum, like, kick drum sounds and, electric guitars. It really came through nicely, and it really feels like, somehow the kick drum managed to actually sound like the, like, not the revving of an engine, but, like, the sound of, like, a motorbike muffler kind of going off. It's really cool. I would absolutely recommend that. Skullman hot start. Thank you, Grim, for starting things off. We'll start with you, and we'll work our way elsewhere. So, Ooh. Alright, nice Proto Man missile. Sounds pretty good overall. Nice Proto Man sprite. You got a cape in the wind. You got his face. But I still have... Okay, I still have the 2-shot limitation, so we are in Mega Man 9 mode. Alright. Looks good. I mean, this certainly looks better than the, the Wily Wars interpretation of Proto Man anyhow. That was a little bit, janky. I hope everybody had a good weekend. You know, over here in America, it was in fact the 4th of July. Many people witnessed a crash out a little bit through Blue Sky and Discord, and I'm not really here to talk about that again. I'm just trying to move on, and I'm mentally a little better now. But, I mean, one thing I did manage to enjoy is the fact that I did have several days off. So I was able... I had basically a half day on Thursday from work, and I had a full day off for, you know, the actual holiday itself. So I had plenty of time to actually... Oh my god! Proto Man, where did your health go? I had plenty of time to, you know, relax a little bit, focus on some projects, work on Vroid especially. I did a lot of that. Like, some cool things came together in Vroid. Like, one of the things I spent a lot of time on was making the bones of, the jiggle bones in my hair look a lot better. A little bit more, not realistic necessarily, but just a lot more controlled and not absolutely all over the place. And I think I did a pretty good job. And I was focused on that so much because, like, I don't know about y'all, but anytime I see... Half the time I see people with a shiny Vroid model, like, all of their facial features and anything that jiggle bones is, like, absolutely just tweaking all over the place. Like, it is like they are trying to hold motion in. Like, you know, ever see somebody who's, like, really trying hard to, like, stay still, but they're trying so hard that, like, they're actually almost vibrating? Like, that's the feeling that a lot of Vroid models give me when I see people using them. And I wanted to avoid that. I'm not sure how successful I am necessarily, but I feel like I've mitigated some of that, so I think it should end up being pretty good in the final product. It is Proto Man, for real. I love Proto Man for real. Unlike that stupid fake Proto Man that the Wily Wars almost gave me. Let's see here. Hey D, not too much up. We be mega-ing, well actually we be proto-ing our man tonight. We don't be mega-ing our man. Ow. Oh my god. As you can see, Proto Man is absolutely made of glass bones and paper skin. I think, call me crazy, but I'm thinking that the hard mode not only, what am I trying to say? Proto Man's taking double damage because he's Proto Man, but he's also taking double damage because hard mode is making everything do double damage. So this is gonna be a very interesting playthrough, where I'm taking quad damage from everything, I think. Because right now it seems that everything is a 2-hit kill, and that is going to make for some problems down the line. Alright, get the Joe to throw, and shoot him. Cool. Proto Man is something special in the Mega Man 6 weapon set. I'm not playing in the Mega Man 6 weapon set or everything on, so I'll see that maybe later. We could check that out if you remember to remind me towards the end. And hello, Zerter. Sorry it took me a long time to greet you, but welcome. Proto Man's made of glass, confirmed, true. Don't get hit. Yep. Skill issue. He likes those odds. I do love these odds. I mean, I've played Mega Man 4 to death. It's one of my favorite Mega Man games, so I think I should be able to actually execute here. Now, hopefully I don't just get run into by Skullman and completely embarrassed. Ow. Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to be careful about the shots that I lead. There we go. Using the charge. There we go. All right. Nice. Yeah, everybody has the quad damage power-up from Quake. Y'all are so right. I didn't know I was playing Quake all of a sudden. Damn. I mean, I didn't even finish Doom yet all the way. Oh, I like that color on Proto Man. I mean, it's a decent color on Mega Man, but it doesn't change too much for him. Proto Man having a nice teal color is pretty cool, honestly. It's a nice brotherly relation, you know? Anyways, skulls. Alright. So where are we gonna go to next, everybody? What's your next recommendation? I'll still do any order until the game absolutely kicks my ass so hard that I can't do any order. I will do any Robot Master in any order still, even on quad damage mode. I'm gonna need that shield? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Proto Man shields unfortunately feels like the least good thing for him. Like it's the least good benefit that he has, you know. I could go to Yustman. Yustman be all right. I don't think I'll do unless everybody wants it. I don't think I'll do reverse boss order the entire time. But you know, yeah, we can go to Dustman. You've been beating the corpses of the classic series if I've been playing it to death? Yeah, probably. I mean, I could probably still count how many times I've played these games if I had kept count. But you know. Otherwise, it is very much like a situation of, I think I've probably played each of the classic series games, like, around the order of maybe, like, I don't know, let's say, like, ballpark 15 times each. I'm definitely very familiar with all of the classic series at this point. So, I think the only thing that's really going to get me in this is if they start throwing in extra enemies that did not exist in places that they weren't before. Otherwise, I think I'm going to be pretty prepared to tackle everything here. Although I can think of a couple spots where things might get kind of awkward in playing, where I know it's like I get hit a lot. Like I'm thinking of that one, whatever the hell this robot is, the Ladybug Copter, that one in the Wily Castle where it's like it purposely is spawned in really low so that way the propeller hits you. Like that one's definitely gonna get me, and it's probably gonna like take off 3/4 of my health. And Brightman is notoriously difficult for not being that hard to kill Buster Only, but being very difficult to no-hit Buster Only. So I kind of see that being a problem too. But until then, you know, everything's smooth sailing. Reminds me, you got a Shattered Diamond demo because that's got a fun Proto Man. Oh yeah, I'm definitely familiar with Shattered Diamond's existence. I think I remember listening to some of the OST and being like, "Holy shit, that's rad." But I don't remember. I don't know anything about the gameplay within. I've never played it or watched the gameplay trailers for it. Also, wow, that Met kind of kicked my ass, huh? And that one too. All right. 4 is also your most played, but you knew that already. That's good to remind me every once in a while. So many things to remember. Every number classic series title you have at least 20 times. X1 to X3 are 40 times each. X5 to 10. X4 and 5, 10 times. X6 is 25 exactly. X7 twice, and it should remain that way. X8 3 times, and I think that one should increase a little bit. Damn, that is quite a bit. Well, knowing you, I'm not exactly surprised that you know all these numbers, but I am surprised in a general sense that, you know, to be able to keep track of all that, because I certainly have never bothered to. I've just been like, I don't know, many times, yes. Rawr. Oh, hey, Cyber Bear, what's up? Hope you're doing alright. We be playing the hard mode, Proto Man on hard mode here. So you remember how Mega Man 9 and 10's Proto Man mode makes him take double damage and knockback? Well, apparently hard mode in this game also makes you take double damage. So I'm effectively playing this with quadruple damage enabled. So hey, well, I'm pretty good at this. I might need a couple of thoughts and prayers to get through this effectively. did a few hours of X8 and you're feeling better. Oh, did you get through X7, or did you just decide to take on X8, and say, X7's really not worth the time? I hope you like X8. X8's personally, like, my favorite, of the Mega Man X games. It's definitely not as, like, quite tightly designed as Mega Man's X2 and 3, and even X1. I should say X1 and X2, even X3. But I don't know. It's charming. It's got like a really good OST. The character choices are all good and they're all effective. Like, and I think the difficulty is in a really good place for most of that game. I mean, maybe doing Sigma to Lumine Form 2 is a little bit excessive, but all in a row with like maybe one checkpoint in there, I think. But like, I don't know. I can appreciate a little bit of Get Good in there, and the final Sigma stage is very much a Get Good moment, and I appreciate that. Gotta play the... Oh yeah, I do need to play X8 Demake at some point. That's definitely on the list sometimes. That's all your hopes and dreams. You got through X7, titled A Glorious Piece of Sewage Trash. Excellent. It's your most disliked video. I guess you attracted the 1 or 2 X7 fanboys, because believe it or not, there are X7 diehard fans. I really don't get it, but I don't know. Some people just must like the idea of 3D Mega Man and like kind of a lackadaisical experience so much that they think it's actually goated with the sauce. I don't know. Some people got damage, and they got baggage, and you just gotta let them be, Anyways, I want an earlier comment from Chris. Yeah, YouTube is implementing a weird chat EXP feature. I think they did that last week, where it's like, yeah, if you chat more in a chat, or like send money and shit like that, you'll be like up to like a higher level, and you get a funny little badge next to your name, and like, I don't like that. Like, that's just more like commodification and like weird competition to send more money and participation. Like, it's a really hollow badge, and I don't know, I think it's stupid. I can't actually turn it off on my own. Apparently everybody has to turn it off for themselves when they are participating in a chat. Real dumb. So if it bothers you, turn it off. But otherwise, it's your choice. But hey, everybody, what stage should I go to next? Give me an offer. Come on now, come on. Pick a man, any man, except for the 2 mans that are dead. We don't talk about them. All right, ringman. All right, cool. Yeah, don't need a higher status. All commenters should be equal, except for the jerks, and except for maybe any signature people, any other VIPs. Like, Undercover Defective gets to be enemy of the channel, and that's just how life is. Nobody gets to argue that one. He's not even an enemy of a channel because he's a jerk. He's just, well, okay, maybe he is, actually. He's kind of a jerk in real life, but that's why we love him, so. Like, all the hardcore Dark Souls 2 fans get mad if you criticize the game. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Dark Souls, how competitive and toxic people maybe get over all that. I mean, I know people love the games to death, so I imagine there's definitely some people who get defensive about it. It makes sense. I just know very little about the Dark Souls fandom beef, as it were. Alright, I should probably focus for the Hippo Platter. One of the harder bosses normally. Oh, never mind. This boss is actually easy as hell. I forgot it. Actually, wait, I shouldn't speak because Proto Man only has 2 bullets on screen at once. This is actually kind of hell. I've got to make sure that I actually shoot accurately. Otherwise that happens. Oh, a little bit of energy, thank you. I don't think that's enough to help me, but... a lot of bit of energy, that is enough to help me. Yeah, this is a lot harder with 2 lemons on screen at once. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost the rhythm. Oh, I got thrown off by the little bit of lag there. XP thing also seems to prioritize certain people over others, like the fact they've sent 2 messages during the Shadow stream, got #1 instantly, they'll use super active. Typical YouTube feature makes no sense, confuses and frustrated the users. I would bet that probably the feature probably biases towards first-time chatters, and it's like the first couple messages you ever send in somebody's stream gives you a lot of stream experience. So that way it's like, oh man, I get the dopamine rush of being #1 in a streamer's chat. This is very poignant in my life. And then afterwards, it's just kind of like, you know, oh, well, now they got you hooked, so. Alright, failing ringman platforming, let's go! Whoop. Uh-oh. Okay, got that. Sliding out. Okay. Confession time. I actually always have a weirdly hard time dealing with this screen, because between the ladder there making it difficult to slide sometimes, and then the positioning to dodge the bullets here, and the fact that you can slide underneath all these platforms, it makes for kind of a embarrassing experience. Okay, focus time again. 1 second. Nope. Uh-oh. Yeah, experience is also another recipe to make chatters parasocial, absolutely. I mean, people already managed to get, like, you know, but I'm your biggest oil tycoon, I've donated so much money to you, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna get people with chat badges who are like, oh, but I sent so many messages, look, I'm your top chatter this stream, and it's like, it also just encourages spam, too, like, because it seems to just be mostly based off of, like, you know, how many messages you send. It's not based off of, like, I don't know, quality of messages or anything, or, like, the streamer highlighting it. Like, it's just send more garbage through and you will get the higher XP reward. It's a really stupid incentive structure. And honestly, I wouldn't doubt if this is one of those things that YouTube has decided to roll out all of a sudden, and then quietly decides to abandon within, like, maybe a month or 2. It doesn't seem like a very good idea. Oh my god, okay. This is actually misery to do as Proto Man. Holy shit. You actually have to, like, think about partially damaging the block so that way you can lower him into position, because Proto Man has 2 damn bullets to work with. Ugh. Anyways. So let me catch up on that old X7 chat. Never get in. You played it once, never touch X7 again. Nightmare of now. Hyenard gives you anxiety. I should probably watch the VOD of, like, you actually beating Hyenard, because I noticed you were definitely having some trouble with him on the first time. Because you were, like, actually dealing with his tri-formation bullshit, when what you should actually do is just, like, camp him, make him stay on top of, like, the head of the cow, so that way he doesn't, like, pop off of it. Or, like, you have to back up a little bit to dodge all the missiles, but yeah, I completely agree. There's really no need for another X7 playthrough in anybody's lives. I think I've mentioned before that X7 is the only Mega Man game that I have started a second playthrough on and just have absolutely no interest in finishing that playthrough. It's really just awful. It's terrible. Oh god, second hippo. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought that was secret tech for a second. Damn. I thought I could get the missile stuck in an infinite loop. Okay, almost. Oh, damn, so close. Oh, whatever. I needed the game over anyways. We'll try that again. I'm pretty sure we can get it done. Proto Man on hard mode seems like utilizing special weapons is the only way to reasonably finish it. Well, good thing that you're watching an unreasonable person play Mega Man, because, I mean, you know, the Hippo Platter's a big challenge there, but it's, you know, there's a strategy for it. You know, it's like playing Nightmare difficulty on Doom. If you're just prepared for it, you can make your way through the stages. They are kind of remotely fair. Although this screen is still probably going to give me a no end of troubles. Okay, there we go. Good positioning. Snipe the cannon. Alright, moving up. Shite, true. You don't even know how you're the number 2 chatter, you just got here. Yeah, like I said, I think it's probably like a matter of, you know, prioritizing first-time chatters, or at least first-time chatters since the implementation of the feature. Because obviously you've been here before, but, you know, it's, you haven't been here since the feature got implemented, I think, 1 week ago. At least not as far as I know. You could have been lurking. Although it's honestly, I mean, on the one hand, it's like, oh, I could be using special weapons against the Hippo, but like, really, what special weapons? Dust Crusher? I need something with a rapid rate to take on the Hippo here. Dust Crusher is kind of the opposite of being rapid. I'll take that, even if it prolongs the fight a little bit. There we go. Cool. Nightmare can't even beat E1M3 on Nightmare difficulty. Yeah, that's probably why he thought it wasn't even remotely fair, but he underestimated the power of Doom nerds, and it turns out that a lot of people are like, actually, no, this is okay. It's not something I've even tried to do yet, and have not necessarily any intention of trying, but I don't know, maybe one day I'll be such a Doom aficionado where I'm like, actually, I would like to beat everything on Nightmare, thank you. I mean, I'm already most of the way through on UV maxing Doom 2. All I have left now is map 29. It was actually map 28 I was stuck on earlier when me and Grim were talking the other night, but no, now I'm on 29, and so I only have 2 more left in Doom 2 to do. It's been a pretty good challenge overall. Nothing too crazy unfair, though. Although I do definitely have a new hatred for the Chasm as a result. That map is... It's not even for the Chasm part, it's just for the fact that where's the goddamn ammo? I mean, if you route it better, I'm sure you wouldn't have so many issues, but, you know, blind attempts, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Oh, uh-oh. Messing up the missiles, messing up the missiles! Focus, focus crash, stop yapping. Oh, Proto Man. Come on. Oh, slowly but surely. Oh, just one more. There we go. Nice. Cool. Yeah, it does kind of suck that you can't reflect the Whopper ring, right? Like, it is... I mean, okay, it would be kind of unreasonable for Proto Man to have that much power, but it would actually be, like, dope as hell, so how could you not want that? Oh, it's the limited users testing. Nice, okay. I guess I'm a big name, right? That's cool. I'm cool enough to have top fans as a feature on YouTube. Hooray! From the looks of it, it might be better to attack the Hippo closer, and then when it opens mouth, just back away and repeat. I think that would probably be a good idea to actually get the Hippo Platter down, like, closer. But I feel like I would absolutely screw that up, because that involves sliding and movement with good timing, which I'm not necessarily the best at. I tend to mess that up a good amount of times. The more times I have to slide, the more likely it is that I will screw up a maneuver. That is a good rule of thumb for me. Alright. Good time to bring out the skull barrier. An end of the no special weapons streak. Oh god, right, and the Whopper. Okay, Dust Crusher might be best to try and get through this one. I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like I'm going to die here. Yep. Oh, I got it in one shot, too. Damn. Alright, maybe I just bring health into that. It'll be alright. Let's see. Let's see. So I finished Doom 1 and Master Levels and about to finish pistol starting Doom 2. You're gonna pistol start TNT during my spare time? I mean, eventually I think I might give it a go, but I think for right now what I would like to do is to kind of go back to the whole, like, I might want to go and play, like, some of the, you know, user-submitted maps and WODs, from the community, night, and maybe do that in Discord a little bit more. So, that might be the next objective. Just have fun with that. I'm maybe grinding for health a little bit here, because I don't want to get one-shot by the Whopper. It's a little bit of a bitch move, I know, but do you really want me fighting Ringman with no continues and this little health? You've seen my performance on Ringman, right? It's not exactly good. Alright, well, I died for my hubris. Cool. To the wheelie enemies of all things. This is the worst possible outcome. Ugh. Okay. Dust Crusher got buffed? Ah, okay. That's good to notice then. One shot. Yes, it is. Alright. Well, I feel like Ringman might finally be the match that I was looking for. This is a tough stage when you take so much damage from every enemy. Up Skull Barret, refill Skull Barret. Nope, I can't. Okay. No Skull Barrier refills for Crash. Maybe they could be so kind to drop a 1-up? No? Alright. Well, at least I have all my health now. Dust Crusher kind of being good didn't necessarily need the buff. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I guess it's not unwelcome. It helps make it more of the de facto big enemy killer. So, I can kind of appreciate that. I'm not going to appreciate the fact that I'm absolutely just going to get shit on by Ringman here. I think I'm... yeah, we'll stop being this stubborn. We'll bring out an E-Tank. And maybe use the other one if I can on Ringman. So, yeah, 14-ish points of damage. Whopper already hurts, and, like, this much damage is rough. Evil Capcom for bringing 2 mini-bosses in a row. I mean, this level's whole thing is mini-bosses, right? So it kind of makes sense that they want to have that many there. I think what's just evil in particular is just how that second Whopper does not give you room to dodge. Like, it is, you are up against a wall, hope you jumped with perfect timing, loser. Like, it's rude. Okay, let me shut up and try to, focus here. Oh, that was just bad. I can't believe I screwed that up. Alright. Okay, verdict. Do you want to see me try Ringman stage again, or would you like to see me try another stage to maybe just have more special weapons to get through it? Because as much as I would like to just try it again, Buster only, I know that this is a stream, and we should maybe keep things going. Yeah, we got 1 vote to switch to Pharaoh Man. Yeah, I died in 2 hits from Ringman there, D. Is pretty rude. Got another vote for Dive Man. Alright, I will take that as move on, and yeah, let's go try out, let's try out Pharaoh Man. And you gotta vote for no. Oops, oh well. In the NES version, the rings retract really fast, so you don't really Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe they were lasting a little bit longer on this version. I mean, they seemed pretty short on this version too, but maybe that is why I got hit so badly there. I have noted I've never actually dodged the second Whopper in this version of the game. So who knows, maybe there is some merit to the idea of actually the timing got screwed up a little bit because of the modifications to the game. Also, I feel like half the scorpions are fast and half of them are slow. Was that an original feature in the NES? I don't feel like it was. I feel like that's a sudden new thing. Dude, it's very slow in this version? Ah, darn. Oh, oversights be what they are. I guess we will still manage to get through. Not if I get surprised by a scorpion of all things. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's no more of them here. Alright. Get the balloon adapter, take the free HP. It's good. Yeah, it takes so much damage you might actually use your E-tanks. I certainly will, because this is a stream and we need to keep things moving. I can't subject you to, you know, just watching me not use E-tanks. Y'all have places to be. I have places to be. Who are you and where do you have to go? Yeah, a time jump should allow you to not get hit, and obviously that's the point of it in the original... Oh, that's not the Duster. In the original NES version, I'm probably just convinced that it was an oversight in making this game, and nobody really thought of it. That or, I don't know, it's just an even tighter window and it's kind of a skill issue. Right. Thankfully, Proto Man, or Pharaoh Man stage doesn't really seem that much worse by the high amount of damage. Although I think the Mummy Rose might start affecting me here. I am real bad at gunning them down and dodging them. I cannot believe that I dodged that. That skull went right by the very tip of my foot. Alright, be smart about this one. Don't rush him down. Go up here and slide to the exit. Okay, good. It would be funny if Balloon could kill, like if it could squish something against the ceiling. That'd be nice. Although it could squish yourself, you know. When it dies, the rings retract back. I think that's probably just a visual effect on this version of the game. I think in, you know, the hitbox isn't actually there, even if the visual still is once it dies. Okay, one of the harder bosses to do. Normally, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is a bad spot. Proto Pharaoh Man, personal space, please. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Almost threw it away there at the end. Cool. We're talking about Klonoa now? Empire Dreams on GBA? Hey, hot take of the fucking, like, century. I don't really care for Klonoa. I've never played it, but watching it, I don't understand why people think that the game is, like, such a deep emotional story. It's literally just, like, you're hanging around with the little space creature, and then, like, towards the end, Grandpa dies, and oh no, the off-screen Grandpa dies, and then at the very end, the little creature gets ripped from you, and it's like, but you had no character development with this creature. Like, I don't really care that it's being ripped away, like, goes back to its home world. Like, I guess that sucks for the little Klonoa guy, but, like, it doesn't do it for me. Sorry if it makes me a heartless monster. That's just me. The gameplay also kind of looked like, you know, more rudimentary Kirby 64, so, like, I don't know. Extremely hot nuclear take. Sorry, every Klonoa fan. Maybe I'll appreciate it more if I play it one day. That's yeah, Chris suggests that, so he already beat me to that idea. But anyways, so next stage, you have nothing to say? That's totally fine. You know, you don't have to have an opinion on this issue. It's not a life-threatening one, you know? I got a couple things wrong? Okay, fair enough. I probably didn't pay that much attention to, like, the one stream I saw of it. Or, well, the one full playthrough I saw of it, so... Anyways. Yeah, I guess we're going to Dive Man now. You do, I can't type that fast on the phone. Okay. Fine, fair enough. I can accept that I am maybe not completely correct about it. Alright, got that PNG microphone reset. Alright, there we go. Oh, right, gotta click back on the game. I'm gonna buy the mortal shell of just text in chat. Yeah, I kind of did the equivalent thing of, like, shaking the beehive while wearing a beekeeper's outfit, and it's like, the bees have no means of actually providing recourse. All they can do is just buzz angrily in my general direction. But, you know, I love spreading misinformation online, Charlie. I love it. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the swimming mats are gonna get me. That's embarrassing. Oh hey, you know what might be good against the whale is Dust Crusher. Okay. I do appreciate that the whale is more dodgeable in this version of the game, though. The missile used to just be absolutely locked into you, and it was really kind of bullshit to dodge. Hey, in other news, you remember how we were talking about, wow, I guess I'm Mr. Famous enough to have, you know, the whole fans feature now? One cool thing that actually kind of happened, not much really happened in results of, like, analytics because of it, but, VTuber Grimmy VT did actually have a little, clip show-off clip watching kind of stream on, 4th of July. I did, in fact, submit something on her Twitter, and I was the second clip to be watched on the stream. So roughly 2,000 people got to see, at least 2,000 people got to see the Janko Clock short being played on her channel, which was really cool. Yeah, I submitted a couple of clips on the Twitter thread because she didn't specify how many was maximum, and so I sent, like, just, you know, the oldest one I'm proud of, which is Janko Clock, the newer one, which was Senator Gutsman, which, like, I knew that probably wasn't gonna get played, and then something random being the last, the Doom video where everything kept crashing on me. And Janko Clock got played, and, you know, I was comfortable enough with that, so, like, that was, it was fun. I think that was pretty cool. Yeah, I hope somebody gets interested from it, you know. It was, one of the things she was really, actually complimentary about was, like, Dirt Nulk. Shoutouts to my artist, Dirt Nulk. I know he's here for me in the background, even if he says nothing. Or maybe he's just pretending to be here in the background, you know, either way it works. But, you know, this call-out will certainly make him rise from the depths if he's there. Anyways, she was like, you know, the 8-bit rendition of my model was actually really cool. She's like, oh my god, is that an 8-bit rendition of you, like, in the game? That's so cool, he modded himself in the game, and, you know, couldn't exactly explain the whole thing behind, well, Mag Mammal 3 has a skin, blah, 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 but it's like, you know, I was basically able to say, like, yeah, no, my artist, he made that for me, and, he put me, got me as a skin in the game. She's like, oh my god, that's really cool, that looks awesome, and, yeah. So, got appreciation on that. And people seem to like it a little bit. I didn't see any necessarily a bump in my analytics from it, but you know, that's not the point. I was just happy that a lot of people got to see it. One of the other things that I think she, like, immediately had said was that, oh, his accent's he has an interesting accent, and I'm like, okay, I mean, that's not necessarily bad, but as someone who is personally pretty self-conscious about his voice, I think I'm self-conscious about my voice because I think that I am so nasally sounding that I sound like an 18-year-old white nerd, when in fact I am a 27-year-old white nerd. I should sound like almost 27-year-old white nerd. I should sound like I'm almost 27, but because I, like to throw my voice pretty high while I was going through puberty because I liked my prepubescent voice to an extent. Now I'm stuck with kind of this weird I don't know, is it alto? Is that the musical term, the proper musical term I should use to describe my pitch? Either way, I sound a little bit higher pitched than I like when I'm actually trying to enunciate myself. When I'm just mumbling and muttering, if I just kind of go back to my non-streamer voice and just kind of speak like this, then, it's kind of more acceptable. But when I'm actually trying to be heard, I feel like I sound, nasally and kind of gross. So, yeah. But, I mean, I'll take interesting. It's alright. I noticed you didn't submit the clips that you edited to see how it is. Yeah. I did actually notice that. I'm like, I feel like I should put a Grim clip in here, but I'm like, I don't know, this one's 5 minutes. I don't know if there's a time limit, but I feel like 5 minutes is maybe taking a bit advantage. And then, like, the Mega Man RPG stuff requires a little bit more context than maybe the other things, so I figured maybe it wasn't a good idea to do those. Yeah, it was kind of like a, what's the best things for general audiences? And I landed on the ones that I was, that I had made. Uh-oh. Hey, that wasn't... Dive Man. Hey, come on. I forget that in this version of the game, Dive Man actually doesn't do his normal AI routine. He actually switches things up at about half health. So, hold on. I should focus for a little bit and stop yapping about it. Okay, now he's gonna fire missiles. Oh, switching it up again on me. Does he only do 2 dashes now? Oh, come on. Damn it, now I gotta do that again. Okay. Fine. We can get there soon. Fine. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, the fact that Dive Man is not linear anymore absolutely messes me up. I'm completely expecting a brain-dead muscle memory-based fight, and now it's like, oh no, I should actually pay attention to if he's going to shoot me or tackle me now. But yeah, I do agree there, Bear, like, that is kind of streamer life. You just kind of gotta barrel through some things and get used to it, and to be fair, streaming for longer has helped me not feel as self-conscious about my voice. I do feel a little bit better about it, having, looked back and editing things and tweaking the microphone a little bit. It's, I don't feel as bad about it anymore, but I still do have, some insecurity about it. And I'm not sure if that's necessarily ever going to go away, although I would very much like it to. Alright. You're close to understanding Dive Man's AI. I mean, I know his AI in the original version is if you stay far away, he'll shoot 3 times and then dive tackle once. And then in, or if you get close to him, he'll dive 3 times and then shoot once. But I am almost confident that this remake has made it so that way he at like half health or lower, he does pull a switch up on you and like stops being as predictable. And which is a fair buff, honestly, from the team, considering that Dive Man is one of the easiest fights in the original game. Like, only after Toadman, really, is the only thing that's easier than him. So, it's an understandable. It's definitely one to get used to. My computer just lagged like hell there, and I think it was probably because my wallpaper was changing. That's irritating. Should you say what Proto Man gets for the Mega Man 6 weapon set? Yeah, I mean, go ahead. It's not exactly a spoiler, considering that I don't have Mega Man 6. I can't exactly play Mega Man 6 yet. There isn't an episode purple or whatever. So, outside of just looking at the bonus content for Proto Man, essentially. Why did I do that? That was very, very stupid of me. Alright, let's get the the Dust Crusher out. Yeah, I do actually know the Dive Man AI normally. I'm quite well versed in my Mega Man games. It's just that this game feels like it is messing with me a little bit. Your computer did so that showed up on stream too. Yeah, I should probably turn off the multiple background slideshow that I have on my computer. It's fun for me in my free time. It is kind of detrimental to streaming occasionally. It does that every 10 minutes, so I should maybe get rid of that for my own sake. Actually, go grab SEGA Wars right now. Sweet. Good. It's a good game. I like it as a remake of Mega Man 4 overall. There's maybe a couple things that are like, well, why is the Whopper like this? But otherwise, it's very solid. Can't wait until, you know, the episode Blue Mega Man 5 comes out. That'll actually be dope as hell. Gotta have a blank background. Hell no, I'm not gonna stare into the void. Oh, you get the Breakman armor in Mega Man 6, which functions as a hybrid between the two adapters, but not like the Super Adapter. Oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. The mines are my ringtone? That's funny. It does make a pretty good sound, all things considered. Gotta rewatch the part of the VOD, felt like I was turning into an analog horror. Oh, that's... Man, it really must have shitted on itself. Yeah, I'll give that a watch. Okay. Lock in. Quiet time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like that time he didn't do a switch up. It's weird. Maybe I am just having a skill issue here, but cool. Got revenge for Dive Man embarrassing the hell out of me. Implosion, true. Well, sort of true. Not sure. I don't think there was an implosion actually. False, false. Gotta resist the streamer urge to agree with chat to make them friendly to me. Nice. Got dive missile there. Cool. Freedom Planet 2 wallpaper is a pretty good one. I still need to play Freedom Planet 2. I mean, I think definitely after Shadow Generations, the next thing I'll play is Freedom Planet 1 again, so that way I can give myself the excuse to play Freedom Planet 2 afterwards. Because yeah, I think Freedom Planet 1 was really good. It kind of addressed my main issue with a lot of 2D Sonic games, which is the fact that if you run fast, you just run into things and you get hurt and it sucks and you die. Whereas, you know, in Freedom Planet, you actually have to be hit by an attack to take damage, which is cool. It's nice. Need food? Go get food. Alright, Scorebar, have good food, maybe come back later. If not, thank you. Thanks for being here. Which version of SEGA Wars do I have? I'm not sure. I guess, yeah, I have Episode Red. Is there another version of it? Like, I'm pretty sure this is the one that's on the official site, right now. So, you know, until they release Episode Blue to the public for, Mega Man 5, I don't think that that's an option for me. If there was an option, it would have been pretty fun. Oh, Toadman? Alright, yeah, fine. Let's try not to die to Toadman, but I don't know, maybe hard mode he has, like, an extra attack or something. Sonic theme and most of your wallpapers. My wallpapers are largely a collection of official and fan art between Steam games that I enjoy and other games that are like critical to my what am I saying? So just some of my other favorite games in general. Like I can name that I have Earthbound wallpapers. I have an Earthbound wallpaper. I have a Mother 3 wallpaper. I have Mega Man Battle Network wallpaper. I have a Noida wallpaper. I have little fun indie game called Gato Roboto as a wallpaper. I have a Terraria one. And yeah, they all just cycle on my computer every 10 minutes or so. Which normally causes no performance issues, but when streaming, oh man, it seems that OBS does not like that. There are previous versions of SEGA Wars, but they're less complete. Ah, I see. Well, good. Then I have the most complete version so far. Alright, thankfully Toadman stage isn't too difficult. Hey, hold on. Stop and listen for a second to the music. Maybe not here, but hold on. Once the melody picks up again. Sorry, I thought I was... Oh, here it is. You can actually hear the Sonic Spinball Toxic Caves melody going on in the background. I love that. That's so cool. Oh, and you can see little Joe writing in the background there too. That's fun. I love me some Sonic Spinball, even if I've literally never completed the game in my life. I grew up in my childhood playing that. I love the music, so I love the musical reference. All right, escargot away. Ha, funny joke, funny joke. Toxic Caves being blended in makes so much sense. I know, right? It's literally a sewer level in both cases. You used to have Luigi's childhood. Yes, that green text, or well, not green text, but the image. That's funny. Joke Yoda's back. True. I love the SEGA Gunner Joke Yoda so much. I wish that it was there more often. I'm like the only person who remembers Joke Yoda besides you, I think. So it's good to have a comrade in autism for remembering that one hyper-specific fucking joke from SEGA Gunner. Out of water with you. Ow. Oh, right. The hitboxes are huge in this game. I forgot about that. I thought I would have been fine walking the block forward. Okay. Guess not. Let's bring out the Pharaoh shot. I don't feel like fighting the escargot fairly again. Thought Yoda was a Game Grumps thing? Maybe it was. I mean, I'm sure they also did the joke too, but I remember there's particular, like, one, there was one particular, like, SEGA Gunner video that was just, you know, like, it was just another typical granddad kind of rip, and they just had, you know, a puppet of Yoda, and someone says, funny joke, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm at half HP for Toadman. Let's see if he, let's see if I die to Toadman once again. Channel tends to have Vinesauce favoritism. Yeah, I mean, it did, definitely. I mean, obviously, it's kind of really where it all started. Joke Yoda's from Game Grumps? Oh, shit, damn. Completely, unaware. I wasn't a huge Game Grumps fan. I liked it at first, and then I was just kind of like, you know, honestly, I'll pass. Eventually, it kind of became that thing where it's like, these two are actually yapping so much, they don't pay attention to the game, like, at all, and they're doing that typical thing of like, oh my god, the game never told me this, and I'm like, literally 5 minutes ago, there was a text box and a sign there that said, you should, in fact, open, you know, the chest in the ice world to go ahead and grab, like, the fire sword or something like that. But you assholes were too busy talking about how you wanted to, like, fuck furniture from, Walter E. Smith to realize that the game was telling you exactly what you needed to do. So, like, I had to stop watching Game Grumps. It was so irritating once they were playing games they were not familiar with. Yeah, I liked Runaway Guys a lot for a while. And especially the Mario Party stuff. I don't know, eventually I just kind of drifted away, because, like, Chugga was never really my favorite, but, yeah. I watch Game Grumps through the compilations. Watching actual LPs is torture. Yeah. Comedians first and gamers second. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, that looks ridiculous. Proto Man, what the fuck is this this doohickey he's in? This is like the Wily capsule if it was worse. it's no bashing on the sprite design in this game though. It's still a good sprite. It just looks really funny. Say it with me, folks. Not funny. Proto Man became an Apache Joe. True. That actually is what it looks like. Except the Apache Joe thing looks more like a space. I don't know. Apache Joe looks like a spacecraft, and you kind of have the spacecraft look for the Proto Man Rush Marine thing, but it also very much looks like it's barely skyworthy, let alone seaworthy, let alone spaceworthy. Yeah. Talk about things without being dumb. Campfire stories. Yes. Okay. Good suggestion. Alright. Between which stages do you want me to see? I'll try Ringman again if you want me to. I'll go to Brightman or Drillman next if that's what's everybody's fancy is going on. Yo, you're on Dive Man right now? Oh, nice. You picked up the game immediately. Sweet. Let's report back if you also experience issues with executing your muscle memory, and if Dive Man gets you in this version of the game. I would be curious to see if anybody else can corroborate my my feelings. Let's see. In the meantime, let me update things I have to talk about list. Did all that. All right. Okay, so hold on. I've had this on top chat the whole time. Need to turn that over to live chat. Not like I missed that many things, but still, in case I miss anything. Yeah, which one do y'all want to see next? Mike Burnfire, Campfire Stories, and Zach Hazard are great. Good to have on the background when doing stuff. I mean, I have plenty of stuff to have on the background already between, you know, a little bit of Wendigoon here, some kind of news story there, or, you know, another informative podcast elsewhere. Ringman 2 time? Alright, we'll give Ringman another go. I want my revenge. Hey, in other sad news, my pepper plants are dead. In fact, all of my plants are dead. It kinda sucks, but yeah, my gardening has not gone super well. I have no idea why, but my pepper plants about a week ago just decided to wither up and die. TM. I have no idea why. Conditions have not really changed that much. I think maybe the thing that got it is the fact that, like, I have had to turn my air conditioning on to be more active because it is awful here on the East Coast with the humidity right now and the 90 to 100 degree temperature. So maybe it just got too much cold air kind of being circulated onto it, and that caused problems. So yeah, it's unfortunate. In fact, let's see. Further than that, it's not just that. Oh, hold on. Should aim at the missiles. Aim at the missiles, Proto Man. Aim at the missiles. So not just the pepper plants are dead, but also there's the green onion that I was growing in the windowsill. Which, I mean, it grew several. It grew a couple of, you know, green stalks, which was nice. You know, it actually managed to get that far up, but. After a couple of harvests, it seems like it was not actually getting much in the way of nutrients from the soil, and yeah, it just kind of fell out of the roots one day when I, like, kind of lightly moved it. It felt a little mushy too, and it's like, well, that sucks. I guess I guess you can't harvest a green onion forever, so oh well. Such is life. I'll find some new plant to make and torture. The plants, I slaughtered them like plants. Didn't feed the plants rancid leftovers? No, in fact, I did not just scrape my my food into the trash can, or into the plants as if they were a trash can. I only make good food around here, you know that. Dive missile instead. That'll probably help with the hippo a little more. Oh god, dive missile's still being wonky. I want that, for sure. Sure takes a lot of dive missile ammo, but at least you can do it. You've reached the dive man. Good luck. That's do some watermelon seeds and mushy berries into your vegetable garden, hoping they actually grow. I don't know, they might. Kinda depends. I threw my, given that the potato plant long died a while ago, and the little extra greenery that came out of nowhere also died recently. I decided to throw a bunch of cherry pits into there because I don't know, I like me some cherries, and I've recently been purchasing cherries from my supermarket and eating them. Shock, crazy, I know. And just last night I had a whole bunch of cherry pits, and I'm like, well, screw it, might as well. Here's a here's a pot with a lot of soil in it. Throw some cherries in there. Maybe I'll actually have a cherry tree in like 12 years. Could be interesting. Could be nothing. Probably nothing. I'm betting on nothing, but, you know, it's good. Shocked potato plant died. Potatoes are hardy. Yeah, I know. I managed to fuck that up. Ain't it great? Cherries are best in Manhattan truffle. You know what's interesting? I don't think I've ever heard anybody refer to what you're talking about as a Manhattan truffle before, but I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Are you thinking of, like, is it like kind of a cream or chocolate puff that has a maraschino cherry in the middle? Because that's what that is invoking in me. I'm not sure if that's quite right, but I feel like I've had that before, and it's definitely good. Yeah, Manhattan truffle does sound like an urban dictionary kind of term. The Manhattan truffle is when you actually decide to take a rat and rub it all over your partner. Blah, blah, and something else. With the hardened chocolate shell? You know, I wasn't imagining that, but that could definitely be part of it. Or is it more like a, yeah, it could be more like a hard chocolate thing with like the cherry inside, and then also like the other cream filling or jelly filling, like whatever else you want to put in with the cherry. That sounds right. It would fit thematically into the movie Lucky Slevin. I have no idea what that is. What is that movie? Elaborate. Oh, I'm just not fast enough midair to get Dive Man in the loop? Alright, that's fair enough, I guess. I am known to do that sometimes, so... As if other people know. I know that I am known to do that, so... Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just messing things up. Yeah, that's it? Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, no, those are actually quite good. I haven't had them many times in my life, but the couple times I have had them in my life, they are definitely good. The first it works? Oh, okay, so maybe, yeah, it is just you're losing the race. The Dive Man. Ow. I'm still bad at Ringman. I feel like, I don't know. Like, I definitely know, I feel like I have a rhythm to Ringman on NES, where it's like he's not that tricky, but like, something is slightly off about how his rings move all the time, and I'm never quite familiar with it, so... He's bound to get me. Okay, I should just... Oh, come on! This cannot be happening again. And now I have no extra weapon energy. This is happening again. Oh my god, I'm actually kind of pissed. Okay, there we go. I just had to lock in and actually focus on short jumps. Okay. Alright, okay, fair, fine. I'm okay, I'm calm now. I understand what I was doing wrong. I was simply having a difference of skill. Alright. Okay, Lucky Slevin is a movie about a dude who gets mistaken identity and gets into the drama between two rival crime lords in New York. Huh, okay. Fair enough. Not sure why it's... I mean, the fact that it's in Manhattan, you know, a Manhattan truffle, that makes sense, right? But outside of that, I'm not... the rest of the theming is escaping me. If there's any other subtext that this Philistine is missing, please feel free to elaborate for me. Mochi cherry ice cream is goated? Yeah, that is pretty goated, honestly. I do love me some mochi stuff. Like, it's real good. I wish my supermarket actually sold, like, even, like, the, you know, simple... just box store-bought mochi. It's really good. I think one of the only fruits I actually like more than cherries is lychee, and it's just a shame that lychee is not appreciated in American supermarkets. I used to be able to find it near my closest supermarket when I first moved to my current city, but like after the first year, nah, no more. It's a real shame. Bit more aggressive here is throwing an extra ring while grounded might be messing up my timing. Yeah, I guess that's probably messing me up then, yeah. Oh, Manhattan Shuffle. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, then that would be perfect then. It's, and if you just wanna... I don't know, I was trying to make a joke about something Chicago style. If you want to mess it up, call it Chicago style, but, the joke sounded better in my head. Now I'm here at Dive Man on NES. Alright, let us know how it compares. Thank you, you're near an Asian market and several bubble tea places. Yeah, that's good. I would love to have an Asian market closer by just so I can buy lychee and maybe a couple of other, like, cool snacks and, like, yeah, some Pocky. I mean, it's not like it's hard to find Pocky necessarily, but, like, I mean, every other supermarket just, like, absolutely marks the shit out of it, being like, oh, look, exotic treat from Japan. And it's like, this is, like, you know, breadsticks coated in like sugar. It's not that expensive. It shouldn't be that expensive. Anyways, between Brightman and Drillman, which one do y'all want to see next? I do love me some bubble tea though. I do have a couple bubble tea places nearby, and well, I have one near my work, like a proper bubble tea place, and then I have one near my apartment, which is more of like a fruit tea place. I'm not really into the fruit tea places so much. I like, even though I'm lactose intolerant, I like the milky stuff. And, I mean, you know, there's obviously, like, lactate and almond milk, which is, like, substitutes that they'll do, which, you know, is fine. But, you know, I don't know, even the flavors that are just offered at, like, a milk tea place are nicer than, I think, the ones that are offered at a fruit tea place. And that's coming from me, a guy who normally thinks fruity flavored things are, like, the best. Like, I really enjoy... fruit sodas the most. Like Fantas are some of my favorite sodas, basically. Or like Haritos. Haritos are goated with the sauce, like S tier. And like I don't know, but for some reason fruit tea just doesn't really land for me. And, you know, I am also speaking as somebody who still also likes, you know, quote-unquote regular/real tea as well. Like, I am still a fan of, like, actual, you know, more, like, complex bitter note kind of things. It's, it works for me. It still works for me. It's just I do usually still need some milk to balance things out. Like, I cannot drink, like, chai tea straight. Like, that is, way too much for me. I made that mistake once when I was, like, first moving out of my parents' house, and, like, it was not good. Just like that jump was not good. I'm finding new and creative ways to die, because apparently the enemies hitting me hard is not difficult enough. Used to love fruit-flavored candy and seltzer before you got allergies. Aw, man, that's a bummer. Are you, like, just allergic to a ton of different, like, fruits now? That's just terrible, if so. I hate to hear that. Let's see. Okay. Searcher's findings. You are a little bit slower in Sequel Wars, so Dive Man strategy is harder to execute. Huh. Good to know. Because, I mean, obviously I did execute it on my, my final attempt against Dive Man. But, yeah, definitely it seems like I'm not crazy. It's a little bit more difficult. Good to know. Can't do citrus fruits. Alright. Yeah, no, that does suck, considering a lot of citrus flavors are very, very good. Although, you know, thankfully it's not something like, you know, the stone fruit, right? Like, if, you know, not having lychee or cherries, that's, I don't know, that's a life that's very hard to imagine for me. That would be impossible. Like, I think I could probably live without orange, and lime and lemon would be very hard to give up, but I feel like I could probably manage with, like, some substitutes, but, otherwise, yeah, no, it would be, real hard for me to go without my, you know, delightful cherry and cherry-flavored things. Although you could still have cherry-flavored things, it's just, you know, you'd have to really get used to enjoying, artificial cherry flavor, which is, like, exactly one compound, chemical compound. Skullberry destroys these, right? Oh god, yes it does. Okay. Right, these things are still distance-based. They're not timing-based. Right, Skull Barrier making this section easy. A weapon drop would be much appreciated. Ow. Damn, those rock droppers. They still managed to get me. Even without citrus fruits, a lot of things have citrus added to them. Yeah, it does kind of mess things up, especially just how much more common limes and lemons are. Grim, you some have some allergies to fruit skins. Don't eat much fruit, goes for cherry, banana, and mango. Ooh, yeah, mango is one of my favorites as well. Dirt Nulk, hopefully he won't consider this giving away weaponized information. Dirt Nulk is allergic to bananas, but it is funny because every once in a while, he will just eat bananas anyways because he'd be like, banana's good, and I'm like, you fool, you're allergic to bananas. Why are you doing this? Why are you purposely giving yourself, like, a bad rash? Like, this does not sound like it is worth your time. A banana is not that good. Bananas are good. Like, trust, but when you have the competition of things like mango, oh, it's not even close. Bananas are just great for their relative portability that something like a mango lacks. Almost missed that jump. And no, don't get hit by the shrapnel, please. I hate those rock droppers so much. They haven't messed me up in any of the other playthroughs I've done, but I think that's because I've had full confidence going into them on the other playthroughs. Here, I'm like, oh, I'm going to die if I get hit in the head with a rock. Ugh. Use drugs when you got artificial cherry. True. Love using Pharaoh Shot under the rock droppers when you want to farm pickups. I have never thought to do that because usually I just want to get the hell away from them as fast as possible. Your mouth doesn't like raw apple skin. Oh, yeah, no, that, oh, wow, like, that is actually, like, a, did I just bust? Am I okay? No, oh, no, because of my noises. I get the joke. Glad, Scorebar, you also hate those. But no, the raw apple skin thing, actually, that is, oh, I'm trying to remember exactly, but, like, that is actually a documented, like, science thing, TM, where, like, there are, in fact, enzymes that are specific to the skin of, like, pears and apples that only some people actually have a, allergy to. And I remember I learned this because I looked this up because Grim had mentioned it during one of the Mag Mammal 3 streams, and I was like, huh, that's weird, I'll look that up later. And I'm like, oh wow, it is actually like a really, really niche, like, chemistry biology interaction that makes people have, like, a problem with apple skin or pear skin in particular. It's really weird. That is a fun core memory to bring back to me. Then to dive again in Sequel Wars, you got him locked. Okay, yeah, it must just be a little harder to do in Sequel Wars. IDK. He also allergic to pears in general, which means Teto gets to live. Hooray! I don't like pears, so that's why Teto gets to live for me. I mean, you know, at least an American pear. I dislike American pears. I'm sure there are other varieties of pear, but pears are just too mealy for me to like, and the flavor's not that good either. Why did you become number 2? Oh, I can't see it, actually, on my screen, which is interesting. I think it's because I've turned it off. Oh, that's probably interesting. I've turned it off for me and my channel, so I probably can't see it for you all, but I guess you all can maybe see it. I don't know, YouTube is doing YouTube things and not working whatsoever again. Okay, I think Dive Man and Bright Man are probably going to be the absolute worst bosses for hard mode, because I mean, I've never gotten hit by that, but that's because I was yapping and not paying attention to how much time was passing. But I'm usually pretty bad at dodging the drill bombs and dodging Bright Man's shots, so I guess I should probably focus up. Heading out for dinner, have a good stream. Thanks, Cyber. Have a good dinner. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. That man's hard, not very fun once you can get it down. Yeah, of course. Damn, excuse me? Did landing on Drill Man just kill me? Oh, see you in Discord, cool. Oh, Drill Man, yeah. I think Drill Man just was a one-hit kill there. That is messed up. Oh my god. Yeah, Proto Man hard mode is really difficult then. That is... Wow, okay. Bringing out the dive missile then. It does track, and yeah, I know Drill Man definitely does have a lot of contact damage, but shit, I was not expecting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I lost track of the AI there. Alright, try Drill Man again. I mean, we only got 2 stages left. It's not like getting Flash Stopper's gonna help. I mean, I guess it could help against the rocks, but anyways. Do that one more time. But yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, it's an instant kill. I don't think I like that even in a hard mode playthrough. That's messed up. Drill Man that pierces the heavens and Proto Man's body, yeah. Drill Man's using like Heaven's Spear or something like that. Ooh, nice Dust Crusher. Yeah, if I knew how to fight Drill Man a lot better, I think he would definitely be like a super fun fight. Like, I get the gist of him and like how he only fires his drill bombs at like a regular interval. But it's always one of those things where it's like, well, the best interval to dodge him after he shot a drill bomb is usually going to make you land in front of him, which is where he's going to then hit you with the next drill bomb. So, yeah. There definitely is a rhythm to properly doing Drill Man, but I definitely do not have it. Despite how many times I have played the Mega Man 4, I definitely have not gotten the muscle memory for Drill Man down. Who thought it was a good idea to make the projectile do 7 damage normally? That's the thing, I don't think that Drill Man hit me with the drill bomb there. I landed on him, so that killed me, which is an instant kill. But it is still a lot of damage to do regardless. Also, I'm not sure if I'm taking triple damage. I think I'm taking quadruple damage. So, it might not even need to be 7 damage. Oh, these fucking... I hate these wheel things. I hate them. If you miss them once, they just go ahead and get you. There's not much you can do about it. Hopefully I get a nice little energy drop in this hallway. That would be pretty cool. Ah, I knew that was a... The damage modifier is absolutely bonkers. Like, good God. It was already hard enough doing Proto Man on Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 9 with, you know, double damage and double knockback. This is absolutely ludicrous. Like, this is that kind of, like, difficulty where someone says, well, okay, I mean, it's fair because you die in 2 hits, you don't die instantly. And it's like, okay, that's really nitpicking at what is fair. I don't necessarily think it's fair, but I don't know. I subjected myself to this, so this is, you know, this is Crash's self-imposed challenge. I can't complain too much about it. It's not like this is the game at its base difficulty, you know? Okay, hit that rock. Actually just use Skull Barrier. Oh, okay, that was almost too close to the edge. Use Pharaoh Shot to farm. I would mess it up because I've never done it before. Wish I had a Breakman armor. Yeah, it'd be pretty good. Not instant kill, but still a meat grinder? Yeah. It's still, that kind of logic is still just kind of like, well, it's almost missing the point, you know? And yet you imagine Mega Man 9 Superhero Mode or Mega Man 10 Hard Mode with Proto Man, where either would be harder? Nah, I don't really agree. I did Mega Man 10 Hard Mode with Proto Man, and it was difficult, but it was certainly doable. You actually had more bulk than this. You could take a few hits. Not many, but like, maybe it was like 3 or 4 hits before you died to any given thing. I just have to remember that contact with Drill Man is the absolute worst possible idea. I should take a drill bomb to the face rather than take a drill man to the face. Okay, good. There we go. They even test this fight? I mean, I don't know. They just said, oh, fuck it, hard mode, Proto Man, who cares? Like, if you're doing this to yourself, then that's your problem, buddy. And in a way, as much as I just complained about it, I also kind of respected it, because if you as a Mega Man fan choose to play as Proto Man and play on hard mode, I don't know what to tell you. This is exactly what I should have expected. It's kind of what I hoped for, although honestly, actually no, that's a lie. What I actually hoped for was to have the Mega Man 10/Mega Man 9 Superhero Mode experience of, like, the stage is changed, plus the fact that Proto Man is not very durable. Not, the stage is the same, but you take double damage from everything, and you're playing as Proto Man, so you take even more damage from everything. Okay. Yeah, I saved there. Cool. had a lapse in memory for a second. Alright, let me check on the PNG model's mouth. Oh, it's still synced. Okay. Alright, good. We'll go into Brightman then. Without further delay. Yeah, if I wanted cock and ball torture and then started complaining about my genitals hurting, you don't know what to say. Like, I signed up for this. I said, Jarvis, put me in the ball smasher. Put me in Mickey's dick smasher, please. And, yeah, Jarvis/me abided. Though it is still fucking ridiculous to be dying in 2 hits to, oh, you know, contacting that lanternfly enemy. there does maybe come to a certain point of this is really stupid, but oh well. Like I said, I asked for this. I really thought that the drill bombs were more effective against the totem poles. That took a lot. Oh, I just realized how, like, muted Brightman's music is in this font. Kinda weird. It's, like, quiet. Huh. Well, give my ears a bit of rest. Would you like to play Metroid one day? Like, 2D Metroid? That would be fun. That is agreeable. I played a lot of Super Metroid. Well, I played a little bit of Super Metroid. How am I gonna say this? I played through Super Metroid a couple of times on the Wii Virtual Console download, and I do like Super Metroid quite a bit. It's very fun. I've never played the original Metroid, but I imagine it's also pretty good as well. Although, you know, I have seen there's a little bit more jank to it that's less fun, but it'd still be pretty cool. I've also done, like, I think a randomizer once for Super Metroid, which was cool, so I like that game quite a bit. I would also play, like, say, Metroid Dread, maybe, perhaps, but that would require me to get a Switch first, so there's a certain order of operations that has to be respected there. There we go. Oh, yeah, Zero Mission's good. I'm not going to say that, oh, Zero Mission does blow Metroid 1 out of the sky. Actually, wait, hold on. Sorry. No. I played Fusion. Fusion, great. Metroid Zero Mission, I think definitely, I know is kind of like the remake/remaster of the original Metroid. And from having seen it, it definitely is the superior version. But, you know, it is also, like, very different, you know. It would be... what is an apt comparison? I'm trying to think of a game where it's like, that has a remake that's like completely different from the originals. It would be kind of like... I don't know, the best thing that's coming to mind right now is comparing Mega Man 1 Wily Wars to Mega Man 1, but that even then, still, it's not like that's that big of an overhaul. It'd be kind of like comparing Powered Up, I guess, to the original Mega Man 1. Although it's debatable to some people that Powered Up is a improvement over the original. I would probably argue, like, you know, it still kind of holds in the idea of, like, yeah, this game is almost entirely different from the original anyways, so, like, it's a little bit of an apple-oranges comparison. There we go. AM2BR could be pretty fun. Oh yeah, that's a fun thing to go play. Zero Mission blows out of the sky. Comes to 2D Metroid, there's no bad options, just some archaic ones like original NES Metroid and Metroid 2. Agreed. You play Metroid 1, have a paper and pencil ready so I can draw my own map. Yeah, I guess that is part of the, like, you know, early 90s kid experience. I guess I shouldn't just pull up a map off of, like, you know, GameFAQs or something. Well, not GameFAQs, good God, but, you know, somewhere else and do that. That's maybe a little bit cheating. Powered Up as a game? It certainly is. Which I think, yeah, that was the next game I was gonna go off of. I think Super Nerd had suggested, previously to, go to the PSP games after, getting through 4MI as well, so yeah, I think that's what we're headed next after this game and Mega Man 4 and MI. So you like the sequel wars that you slide through doors? Yeah, it's a nice little touch. It's a good graphical thing. Anyways, I think I'm going to die to Brightman here purposely so I can have a full health bar before I try, you know, taking on Toadman strategy. Like that. You don't think Metroid and NES is a good game? Fair opinion. It's janky from what I've seen, and so it's understandable. Saying as someone who's never played it, though, of course. I've never done, so. Alright, come on, Bright Man. Don't be a jerk. Don't sit on me. Don't corner me with bullets. Behave yourself. Yes! Okay, there we go. Whew. The Brightman BO strat still work here. I'm not sure what you mean by BO, but I'm guessing you mean the whole prevent him from using bright flat. His fucking weapon. Okay, his fucking weapon. I don't know why I can't remember the name. Yeah, it still works here to, yeah. Buster only strategy. Yeah, it probably works. I would have to imagine, given that it still has the, you know, only hit him at, or he only does the flash stopper at, given health intervals. It's just a matter of actually executing it and pulling it off. So the Metroidvanias also do, is pretty good. Yeah, no, I think they're pretty good. I have played Ario of Sorrow. I think that was the first one that is the first and only one that I have played so far. It was definitely pretty fun. I had a good time with it. I don't think it was absolute cinema, but it was still enjoyable overall. So, you know, can't complain. Like, I would give it probably a good 8 out of 10. Like, one buster shot, then all charge shots afterwards, you'll try. Oh, I mean, it's definitely possible doing that. I mean, put it this way, if the Toadman strat works, to still be able to, hit him once, and then, hit him once with the buster, and then use only Toadman, Rain Flush after that, then, and him never using the flash stopper, then yeah, the buster only strat will still work there. What I'm more interested in is if you can do the chargeless buster only in this version, I guess, because if you've never seen Roa Mithril do a perfect run of Brightman using only the uncharged buster shots, that is something to see, because that is an interesting experience of tight timing, where it's like, you need to get Brightman past his flash stopper thresholds when he is stuck doing another animation, so that way he can't actually use flash stopper. That is tricky. Rome's a cool guy, he's a friend of a friend. Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, I think you've mentioned that before. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. I like him. He's chill. And we're definitely not of the same generation. I think Rome's like, what, close to 40, if not 40 at this point, but he was one of my, like, I don't know, Mega Man gurus when I was first growing up. I watched him and Pink and Gemini Laser, and a little bit of Nintendo Capri Sun to get my first Mega Man experience in, and so, you know, it was cool. It was interesting the other day, I actually remembered why, or how I discovered Raw Mithril and why I stuck around watching him. It was because back in the days when people had, like, terrible recording software like Fraps, a lot of longer videos, like longer 10-minute or so videos on YouTube for like playthroughs often had desynced audio, and Roam was like the only person on the internet I could find that actually had Mega Man Battle Network playthroughs that didn't have horribly desynced audio that got worse as the video went on. So I actually really enjoyed Roam for like his original Battle Network like 1, 2, and 3 playthroughs, because his were the only ones of good quality on the internet. Ow. Still hit me there, huh? Jerk. To remember the days of the janky Let's Play, especially the camcorder era. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, people... I guess, yeah, that was the trade-off. It was either you got weird, desynced audio, or you got people just fucking sticking a camcorder in front of their computer and saying, yeah, that's good, that'll do. Which it, in fact, did not do. Alright. Don't feel like doing this fairly. Okay. Take out the drill bomb. And he's dead. Good. Shaman King Master Spirits. Boom, boom. Okay, all the other Castlevania stuff. Yeah, give that a shot at some point. Clement, some call me Johnny, Ace Spark, Flashman 85, Gemini Laser, and QZ ECWX. All got you into Mega Man. Yeah, true. QZ ECWX also deserves to be on that list. And a lot of I mean, QZ ECWX was the opening to the realm of like the unofficial Mega Man stuff. If everybody else was like, you know, here's official cool Mega Man Let's Plays, QZ ECWX was like, here's like all the epic ROM hacks that for some reason nobody is documenting, and it's like, this is actually cool as hell. No one else has ever done this before. Well, at least no one else has done it to such a successful and widespread degree. Alright, drink some water. Give me a second. Camcorder ever never died. There's still 12-year-olds making camcorder Let's Plays to this day. Yeah, but, you know, at least their phones have better quality now, you know? You shouldn't be mean to kids, they're just kids? Nah, it's alright. You can hate kids here. It's a kid-hating zone. That's fine. I don't like kids, so... But, no, you got a fair point there. Clement constantly saying how much he hated X6 made you want to play it more. Ah, nice. The contrarian gene. Love seeing that it also runs through you, too. Like, for example, you know, everybody has been talking about, in the last week, Umamusume, I don't know if I'm missing a fucking syllable in there. The fucking Horse Girl game, I couldn't give two shits. It's just another gacha game to me, because I am also somebody who is very much like, I'm very much someone who is like, oh, it's popular? Must be dog shit. I have that kind of gene in me. So, I couldn't care at all. Plus, I'm also not really into the whole, like, I've never been into anime for the idea of, oh, cute girls doing cute things. Extra awesome. I'm like, you know, I'd really prefer, you know, tomboys, androgynous women, so-called rotten girls. That's more my thing. Cute girls doing cute things is nothing for me. I don't need that. Joopy does a ROM hack kind of role now. I should actually subscribe to Joopy then. I have not, I don't think I've watched much from Joopy before. I think I maybe remember Joopy does a lot of silent stuff, so maybe that kind of turned me off. Or, you know, commentary list kind of things. But it'd be good to go and do that. Have an eye on the Mega Man ROM hack scene. Now that QZCWX is, you know, no longer there to fill that void. A Fujo Miku? Sure, why not? I mean, I'm not into boys love myself, nor am I necessarily thinking that women into boys love is a good trait, but I guess that's what most the rotten girl archetype ends up being, so I guess I have to, accept it. Which, to me, is... Okay, let me also say... Oh, Joopy does text commentary. Nice. That is perfect. Exactly the role that QZCWX left behind. But, anyway, something else kind of on that topic, like... So I don't get... Well, okay, I have listened to the reasoning that a lot of women like, you know, yaoi content because it has better emotional writing and storytelling than a lot of, you know, hetero type, smut. But, so I get that logically, but I cannot possibly relate emotionally on any level, because I don't enjoy, like, you know, Yuri or, you know, lesbian porn or anything like that, like... But parting the veil here for a second, like, it's just, none of that appeals to me. That doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. I've never understood the idea of, like, why is it hot to see two women having sex? I'm heterosexual. It doesn't do anything for me, like... put me in there, coach. Give me something that I can imprint myself upon. You know, I need a stand-in. I was teased for that in high school amongst my friends, but it's not an actual sort point for me. But it is still something I think about every once in a while, where it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm really in the minority here. I thought FNF boyfriend was Fujo Miko. Oh, Friday Night Funkin'? That thing's also popular. Must be terrible. I'm thinking Fujo being Fujoshi, meaning, you know, the women really into boys love type stuff. Excuse me, Yuri. Did I switch that up on accident? I know Yuri is. I knew that Yuri's lesbian, but I forgot that. Anyways, man, why Japanese gotta have the Y starting both of those words? It's like the same thing. My bad. Bum, bum. What are they talking about all of a sudden? I don't know, we got on the topic. I said Rotten Girl, then somebody said Fujo, and I'm like, ah yes, Fujoshi. Yes, implies something else. No, that's just me. That's what everyone said in high school to me, being like, oh my god, what do you don't think there's anything interesting about that? I'm just like, no, I don't think there is. I like the idea of a relationship between a man and a woman, because I am a man, and I am in fact attracted to women. So, like, that makes sense to me. IDK. Everybody else, reasonable people can disagree, but that's just me. Anyways, I actually have to try a little bit versus Square Machine to not get hit for once. Considering that I am going to, like, die in one hit if I just tank the bullets to the face. A relationship between two trucks? Having sex? Unheard of. I'm not sure if that would make my muscles involuntarily flex or not. Oh no, Scorebar, don't worry. It's just Neil Cicerega. He's not in the room with us. He can't hurt you. You don't mind some romance stuff and mostly just one-shot stuff and not entire novels or whatever? Yeah, I kind of have places to be most of the time as well. I would, like, you know, enjoy, you know, something that's of medium length sometimes, when it's like, okay, you know, I could enjoy a little bit of build-up here, but otherwise it's like, I don't, hey, I don't read recreationally, like, anyways. Like, I've never found reading fiction to be interesting. Like, no, like, literally, like, I only ever read fiction for school, basically. And, like, sure, I can understand why reading fiction is important. Having an understanding of the humanities is what prevents you from building, you know, the Torment Nexus from the famous tale, Don't Build the Torment Nexus. But, I mean, I don't know, otherwise reading and fiction just has never clicked for me. It's boring. I would prefer the real world and tormenting myself with the news, and playing video games instead. So, I don't know. I think here is a safe space for me to admit that. I don't think here I'm going to be heavily judged for saying such things. But man, say that in the real world to anybody under the age of like 35 or over the age of like 35, and they're going to be like concerned for your health, that you're like just another brain-rotted teen that has no well-rounding and is going to, like, you know, accomplish nothing with their lives. Come on, Picado 24s. There we go. Do I have full weapon energy? I do not. And make the jump here. Alright, cool. I guess I could have shown off the gravity glitch thing, but I guess I was bored of it. A few canonically LGBT OC couples after all. Fair. Oh god, hi Jump Big. A little bit of a jump scare there. I was busy reading chat. You don't read as much literature you used to at your old job? Did your old job make you read a lot of literature? Seems a little uncommon. But not completely unheard of either. Yeah, Jump Big is weak to the drill bomb. 2 will take him out. I think I did that the first stage. Old job was in a library. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That tracks extremely well. most of my reading when I used to be in grad school anyways was like, well, I need to read scientific literature papers, so not much time for recreational fictional reading. And now I'm just like, well, I have streaming as an excuse to not read. I think maybe my exception to reading fiction that I do like is like the really the really short like Isaac Asimov type science fiction stories, or like, you know, science fiction classics like Flatland, that kind of thing. That appeals to me because it engages in the scientific what ifs that you know, are wholly plausible but require you to have a, you know, decent understanding of like the possibilities of the universe, and I think that's neat. I still can't get this. I don't know how you're supposed to get that in this game. I don't think that the same strategy as the NES works there with the balloon. You think straight relationships can feel boring, considering that the American media conglomerate exclusively focuses on 99% of the time? Man, Grim is having a woker take than me. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know, it's fair enough, I guess. It just doesn't... I mean, there are certain points where it's like, okay, you know, X piece of movie or media did not need to shoehorn in a straight relationship between the two main characters, but outside of that, it's not at a point where I'm like, oh, well, you know, I think it's overdone. Not for me, at least. But that's probably just because, you know, I like to see it a little bit. Not so much where it's like, oh, I'm rooting for it all the time, but it's just, you know, the simple, like, in the same way that I think women are pretty. It's like, oh yeah, a hetero relationship. That's cool. Having a diverse representation is good, but I still have my my biases, of course. Didn't read much in college outside of the required stuff. Yeah, same. I definitely didn't read anything in college outside of what was required of me. You're reading comics about a guy and his Eldritch Horror GF? Okay, that's interesting. That's different and new, so I can understand that. If you want to go for like something that is explicitly romance-based, yeah, that's more understandable, actually. I think I don't have any desire to read, like, a specific, like, oh, this is a romance, like, focus thing that focuses on, like, this straight couple, unless there's, like, something, you know, particularly, like, unique about it. Like, it talks about, like, I don't know, how they're dealing with, like, their child's death, or their, like, you know, some kind of, like, critical thing about, like, their, you know, one of the grandparents is, like, altering their lives or something. You know, some big plot point to kind of... that actually is maybe the second point of the book. Otherwise, yeah, or comic or whatever, then, yeah, I would have no interest in that. Otherwise. Yeah, being an animation major, that happens a lot. You've completely stayed out of the shipping sphere for your entire life? Hey, me too. I never got serious about it. I mean, I thought Son Amy was cute when I was a kid, but I mean, outside of that, I never got stuck into that. And you know, maybe a little guilty. There are a couple of VTuber ships that are not canonical that I maybe do like, but I'm not actually, you know, pushing it out there as serious or fact. So, you know, even if it is refuted, as long as I'm not being an ass about it, I think I can still believe in it. But otherwise, yeah, it's like there's not much point in just shipping people that are not actually interested in each other or were never canonically interested in each other. I don't know. Not for me. Romance shouldn't be boring and flawless either. True, they need to be messy. Like, every romance is a little bit messy. even if, you know, it goes well overall. I mean, hell, my relationships are messy. That's for damn sure. They weren't, like, completely just absolute train wrecks, but, you know, still, they weren't completely clean. Ow. I actually got hit by Cossack Catcher, damn. I got hit twice by Cossack Catcher, damn. Alright, come on, get over here, dude. Could bring out the Dust Crusher, but it's not necessary. Okay, who comes in and rescues Kalinka when Proto Man is playing? Is it Mega Man? Okay, it's Mega Man. Mega Man's looking a little purple for some reason. Please, Proto Man, don't. My father is not really evil. Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced my father to fight you. Please, Proto Man, don't hurt my father anymore. Oh, Kalinka. Father. Proto Man, forgive me. I decided to give him an Italian accent this time to be different. It makes no sense, but why not? Wait, okay, he said you betrayed me, Mega Man. I'm gonna break you, Proto Man. That's kind of funny. I'm guessing that that means the slightly purple Mega Man is meant to be Mega Man, question mark, from, like, Powered Up, and that's hence why Mega Man could betray, Dr. Wily there, but... anyways. Okay, cool, the Bright Man strategy does work. Thanks for reporting, Zerter, that's cool. Example, Goku, Susie Deltarune... oh, sorry, hold on, let me catch up on the shipping conversation and then get to things. Rather than being shipping characters per crossover characters from different franchises that would definitely love to hang out with each other and also produce hijinks and hilarity. Yes, that's actually really interesting. Cross-worlds kind of stuff. I like that. Chowder and crazy shit happens. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Worlds Collide is real. Worlds Collide type fiction. That's the most fun. Let's see. Shield might actually be useful against Cossack. Yeah, it could have been if I wanted to actually make use of it, but you know. Hey man, Flash Stoppers, or he hit the lean. I like the idea of Mega Man hitting the lean. He's sipping the wok and it's got his mind right. Mega Man behind the slaughter a little bit. You've betrayed me, Mega Man. Never worked for you. Yeah, true. Don't know what Wily's on. Wily has not got his mind quite right. In the Archie comics, Mega Man does become Mega Man in the Mega Man 2 story 2 arc, so yeah, it could be. Oh, alright. Sweet. Interesting. Your favorite song of Mega Man 4? I agree, Zerter. This one's real good. It has quite a good drive to it on its own, and the Genesis remake here did a very respectful cover of it, where it still keeps a lot of the core, like, kind of, you know, driving energy behind it without changing it too much. It's different without, and yet still very familiar at the same time, because it was already really good. You don't need to improve on it that much, you know? Yeah, Chris, I don't know. I am not actively searching for a relationship right now, because I am, in fact, too busy to do so. But, you know, I figure that having a hobby now in this is something that eventually makes me meet people, and whether that be somebody who's actually in the hobby, or like, oh, hey, I actually know I have a friend, or I have, like, a cousin or something like that, and, you know, happen to meet someone that way, you know, that would be acceptable, right? So, you know, I'm too busy to actively go out and look for somebody to date, but, you know, something happens and it feels genuine, then, you know, I would not say no, you know? I have my last 2 relationships, they were good, but they were not exactly the... I kind of realized at the end of my second one that they weren't necessarily the caliber of relationship I was looking for. I have always in my head been kind of a friends to lovers type of person, and while I was friends with the people that I had, with the women I had dated, you know, before actually dating them, it was just kind of this thing of, like, we were friends for kind of a short time, and didn't know each other super well beforehand, which is, like, not my thing, really. I would have liked to actually just, like, you know, had the opportunity to get to know them much more. before actually dating them to see, you know, forecast and see if like, oh, yeah, there are some things that are not going to work out a year from now, rather than spend the time, you know, in the relationship for the year, which is nice for the most part, but then, you know, kind of ending, even if it's ending rather relatively amicably, there's still hurt feelings about it, and it's like, I'd rather not have that again, you know? Just me. Oh, damn it, I didn't realize there was one more there, otherwise I wouldn't have looked at chat. Need more IRL friends? Oh god, I know. The better as friends, huh? Yeah, that kind of thing has happened, although we didn't end up staying friends. Oops. Yeah, some, you know, not to get into that much, but, you know, it's like one of those things where we tried to end normally, and then it didn't really work out afterwards, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, just separate ways. You have time for a relationship, you've got WODs to you, VMAX. Man has his priorities straight. That's for sure. Yeah, this chat XP thing sucks. Oh, you know what? Maybe that could be it too. Maybe the chat XP thing is selectively is also selective for a few people, a few chatters. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't even include. It's not just based on the stream you're watching. It could be based on if just you have it. Stupid. Okay. Yeah, oh, but yeah. Sorry, I've been talking so much, my throat is now, like, kind of phlegmy, and it's a little bit irritated. But, yeah, the whole thing of needing IRL friends. Yeah, I really do feel that. Like, the last 2 places that I've been, Oh, right, cool, we get the Mega Man Game Boy music. The last 2, the current place that I live and the previous place that I lived, yeah, I didn't make, like, any IRL friends, just because of the fact that I'm not really much of an outgoing person. I made some friends with my coworkers previously at grad school, or one of my coworkers, but it didn't really, like, you know, last too long. We kind of stopped talking after I moved away. And I have some friends still that actually talk to. Okay, hold on. I'll finish the story before trying at Met Daddy one more time. I have some friends from Ohio. That's where it was that I still talk to, but you know, not super frequently. Just don't have super similar like interests aligning. It's more like personalities aligning, which is great, but it's not great for you know keeping up together and doing hobbies and stuff. But yeah, I don't have any IRL friends where I currently live. I have sort of a friend and a coworker, but you know, I don't necessarily live near each other enough or have like that much time to get to know each other to where it's like, you know, people to hang out with. So, you know, having IRL friends would be great, but to do that, I would have to do IRL hobbies. And well, guess which hobby I chose to do instead. So, oops. But, you know, at the same time, like, this was a better idea for me than just forcing, you know, to do one hobby that, like, ultimately may have not been, you know, great for me, but it was IRL or perfect, you know. Streaming VTubing was kind of the direction where my life was heading anyways. It's the hobby I was most interested in. So I figured I'll just do the thing that I'm interested in, even if it doesn't necessarily, or at the very least, not quickly solve the problem of I don't know people in the real world to actually hang out with. I know people in the real world, but they're not in my current state, so that sucks. Yeah. Made friends in college lately, looking for you? Yeah, good for you. That is genuinely good. I made no friends in college, actually, no lasting friends. I have, because literally the only people who I kind of became friendly with were my girlfriend's friends, and while they didn't, like, shun me after we broke up, it was just kind of one of those things where we just didn't run into each other anymore, like, that often, so there's just no one really to talk to outside of that. So, really the only time I hang out with people IRL is when I, like, go home to Chicago and, you know, say hi to the boys, which is a great time, but it doesn't happen often. Most of your friendships remain people local to you. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It was same thing for me. But then I decided to move, and, well, oops. Alright, let me actually give Metal Daddy a good try here, because I was never very good at Metal Daddy. And now it is apparent that he can squish me in one hit, and a metal can land on my head and take out like half of my health. So this is gonna be fun. Okay. I forgot that he has like a limited jump distance. I am trying like really hard to actually get all of this in like one video too, because like, I mean, if I came back to this and all I had was the Wily stages next week, that would be a little anticlimactic. It would probably be like 45 minutes. But I'm also at 2 hours now, and I would have liked to end stream. Ah, fuck. Oh, come on. Mets, please! Okay, actually, E-Tank time. Now, hopefully, he doesn't just crush me. Oh, bastard. I hate Metal Daddy. I really, really hate Metal Daddy. He's one of my... I cannot stand this boss. I die to him constantly. I'm bad at it. Oh well. I'm gonna do Wily 1 again. Crush me, Daddy? No, in fact, the opposite, actually. I wonder how Crash is doing. Oh, you know, just crashing out over, you know, Super Daddy deciding to pummel him in. I signed up for cock and ball torture. I didn't sign up for Daddy roleplay. Get my kink straight. And take him out. Oh, goddamn. Let's see. You never had really many chances of making long-term friends, Zerter? Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. That is unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that. I am lucky to have still some long-term friends from high school, to hang out with. So, I have, you know, some resources to fall back on, right? And I love them dearly. But, you know, it would be nice to have, you know, a couple of new people and maybe some people in my current location, right? Like, it'd be best, you know. But, you know, hopefully you can find some long-term friends in this community, right? Like, if anything else, you know, we got plenty of people who are of, you know, like-minded interests, even temperament. At least what I think to be relatively even temperament, so, I don't know. Maybe they're not in your area, but if anything, you at least have some people to go with, right? Okay, focus in for this. I hit on the head by that block earlier. That almost went really badly. Crush you, Daddy, holy shit. Glad that line got you. Bastard. There we go. Okay. Many from social media. Alright, that's good. First Discord you ever joined was a Mega Man server called Snupster. Ah, nice. I don't actually join a whole lot of, like, community Mega Man servers. That's not really my thing, especially when it's, like, the community servers are already, like, big and established. Like, you know, I have a hard time weaving my way into a very active chat or with, like, a bunch of people who are already, like, familiar with each other and have a dynamic. It's like, I don't really do well on intruding, even in, like, just a meme shitposting channel, you know? Alright, dodge that one. You bastard! I swear he delayed longer than he normally does there. Wait a minute, why am I using Dust Crusher? Isn't his weakness Ring Boomerang? Okay, I had a Mandela effect there moment for a second. Okay. He's like, he's delaying. Okay, I'm probably just getting tired at this point, actually. Maybe I will split this into 2 streams, as anticlimactic as this is. I'll give it one more game over, but if I'm actually still struggling, I might just be kind of getting tired and I should give this a rest. Well, I'm boxed in. This sucks. I'm gonna just try to get him to short hop. Alright, come on. Oh, okay. that was a near-death experience. Okay, it's weak to both dust and rain. Good. Good, I'm not completely nuts then. Sorry if that peaked the mic. How to make an IRL friend as an adult. Step 1, meet them on Discord. Step 2, become friends on Discord. Step 3, meet them IRL. Parentheses, optional. Yeah. It does kind of be the life, huh? A bit of a tricky one. I don't think I've ever actually met somebody online and then met them in person yet. So, I think hopefully this community will be a different first for that. Especially if, like, you know, maybe I head to a convention one day, say. But, you know, be nice. Yeah, we have gone on longer than we normally should, but... yeah, like I said, we're kind of at the momentum point now of like, okay, if I turn this into a video next week, it'll be 30 minutes long and I have nothing else to fill that time with, so... might as well just keep going. Screw it, I don't need to make a lunch or wake up on time for work tomorrow. I hardly make it on time to work anyways, but you didn't hear that from me. Alright, good weapons to use here. Drill? Yeah, drill. One thing making you happy is that more people are actually trying out Anbase and starting to like it. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good thing. I need to replay Anbase at some point, because the last time I played it was when I was still pretty new to Mega Man, and it was definitely kind of a difficult experience to take on. And King especially, like, screwed me over so much. So, I think actually playing it now as an adult might be much better experience. Although I'm not expecting it to be a lot easier, but hey, given that I'm getting through this nonsense, I think I can probably take it. Dive missile? Yeah, dive missile. See. You have met some people, therefore 2 of your online friends became 2 of your IRL friends. Nice. That's a good thing to hear. Glad that sometimes online can actually bridge people together like that. See, the internet isn't all terrible. Meeting in person is out of the question because you live in Southeast Asia. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. But you never know. I like to travel. Maybe one day, be like, oh hey, I'm going to this country, and you'd be like, oh wait, shit, really? Or maybe you'll have money for a convention one day, and you get to fly to an American convention. Yippee, yippee. Wishful thinking. Right? And getting to that stage without too much issue. You've been playing bass with the multiple equipment and character switching mods. Oh yeah, that's definitely a really fun way to play and bass, just as a kind of, you know, mess around type of thing. Zerter, you never got to beat Mega Man 9 or 10, huh? Well, you should probably pick up a Legacy Collection, the Legacy Collection 2 at that point then, right? Like, that sounds like the next logical conclusion. Alright. I'm not gonna fight Taco Trash fairly. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream. It's time to just, say goodbye, Hitbox. Oh, hold on. I didn't delete his hitbox? That's weird. You want to do at least one Japan trip in your life, maybe meeting Chris IRL, they'd be more likely. Yeah, true, you know. I mean, I plan on doing a Japan trip at some point. Dad has floated the idea, to me recently, but not something I'm necessarily going for right now. Oh, wait, I heard it. Okay, there we go. I had to pre-detonate it. I failed to pre-detonate it the first time, and so I got confused. Chance to work and live in Japan, the chances that would be likely. And, I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool then, too. Hopefully you get the opportunity to do so. I don't know, for me, Japan would not be the choice of place to live. I know, shocking and scandalous as a VTuber to say, but, like, I think for me, you know, it's largely about, like, social benefits. It's, like, social benefits, safety, social net kind of thing. The boring adult shit, right? Like, that's why I would first probably move to somewhere in Europe. I would probably want to do one of the Scandinavian countries or the Netherlands. That would probably be, like, one of my ideal places to go live. It also helps that they, like, speak English almost natively as a second language there. I would still try to learn the local language, but I would need the help, because the only other language I speak is a little bitty bit of Italian, and that is not enough to actually get me through Italy. Buy Destiny and seek what I want, bro? Yeah, I probably could. The thought of going and living in Europe is a nice thought that I have had multiple times, but you know, it is there is just the obvious barrier of just like, well, my entire livelihood is here in the between the Central and Eastern American time zones. All the people that I know, my job, my, you know, sense of living and all that, like, for now, I don't think that it's something I'm going to go do, even though the current situation in America really makes me want to go do that. But I'm not picking up and throwing my life in disarray right now. Especially because I also have, you know, an American fan base now, which is something I did not have years ago. So that would be pretty rude to just pack up, move to Europe, and be like, hi, everybody who's wanted to pay attention to me, yeah, now we're like several months, you're several months off of that now. Sorry! Work and live in Aussie. Yeah, that is the PvP zone right there. That's kind of nuts. Australia would not be a... That's not the right weapon. Not be a horrible choice for me, but not a great one. Okay, almost everybody seems to have the one-hit touch of death, which is not ideal. This might take a while. Alright. Time to focus up, I guess. Alright, right man jumps across the screen. Gonna do some rain flush. Ow. Oh no, come on. Oh, Bright Man, you jackass. That's the one thing I really didn't want to see him do. Alright. Still can't get over Kool-Aid, Bright Man. Yeah, it is funny him breaking out of the wall. Yeah, I have no interest in the gigantic Australian wildlife. That is freaky, and they have no sense of personal space. Oh. Hey, nice! Proto Man shield actually fucking working. This ain't so bad, actually. I also have to deal with aggressive swooping corvids. Oh god, awful. That means Flash Stopper isn't a problem? Yeah, well, I mean, that is unless Bright Man decides to land on you. If he decides to land on you, then, well, I don't think you got much luck there. All bosses besides Ring Pharaoh and Skull do a lot of contact damage. Yeah, actually that sounds about right, because, yeah, as everyone was saying earlier, Mega Man 4 does have a kind of high damage Robot Master issue. Or at least, maybe not an issue, but a trend. Oh, I can't fucking believe I dodged the missile there. And dodged him again. Okay, sure, yeah, I'll take it. Okay, I thought that Drill Man was gonna be a much bigger problem. I got lucky. Okay, who is next on the really hard list? Pharaoh Man? Yeah, let's get Pharaoh Man out of the way. I mean, it should be easy with Flash Stopper, but I don't want to screw it up on accident somehow. Alright, mash just as fast as I possibly can. He won't get out of his animation. Ah, he got out and hit me. Damn. Oh well. Still was able to recover from it. Yeah, Mr. got his power and I'm stealing his energy. Alright, Yellow. Who is Yellow? Oh god. Okay. It's him. I forgot about him. Hello, Ringman. Ready to kill me? I'm sure not ready. Okay, got it. No matter how fast you mash, Pharaoh Man will only take 6 points of damage max while frozen with Flash Stopper. Counterpoint, mashing like a madman is fun. Okay, let's take out Dive Man, because he's probably going to be an issue. There is no way I'm using Skull Barrier against him in this form. I will use Dust Crusher, I suppose. Oh, yep, didn't get far enough away there. That was my fault. Oh, nope. Now he's... Okay. I'm discounted. Cool. Yeah. Appleman, XD, Ringman. I get it. Ringo Man isn't even the best robot master in Wily's empire. Just like how Ringo Starr is not the best drummer in the Beatles. It's one of my favorite quotes. Alright. Hey, Skullman. Oh, he shot 3 in a row. I did not lead that shot very well. I did not jump over the Skullman very well. Alright, well, now we're on 0 lives. So that ups the pressure considerably. I mean, if I die, I just do the stage again. It's not very long, but still. Rather not. Ooh, I don't think I've ever hit Skullman while he's mid-jump like that before. There we go. Just enough. Alright, now I just have 2 really easy bosses. Alright. Ring Boomerang. I kind of like Skullman. I find him maybe a little bit too simple. Like, he's very easily manipulable, kind of like Dive Man. But he's pretty fun overall. Dustman's a little boring. I don't really think he's that great of a boss. Choke. Choking. Oh my god! Proto can reflect the fucking Dust Crusher! This is amazing. It is not something I'm going to rely on, but that's funny. Yeah, we haven't hit the Dies to Toadman quota. I'm gonna try to not fill that quota in. I have full Drill Bomb, and I'm just gonna shoot Toadman when he does the hula dance. I'm not gonna try to do any, like, fast kills with, like, mashing him down and actually dodging out of the way. I mean, I could have done this every single time I fight Toadman if you wanted me to never die to Toadman, but like, where's the fun in that? It's much more fun seeing the streamer do some silly shit and die to Toadman, you know? Okay. That is, unless he's at the end of like a 3-hour stream and needs to, you know, go to bed. Okay, so I have never enjoyed fighting this boss with Drill Bomb, so I'm probably going to break out the Buster after the first phase here. I just don't die to Wily. Yeah, I know, that's a bit of an order. Although, you know, Wily does have his blind spots in this game, so... Okay, next one. Alright. Take it slow and steady, Crash. That's not slow and steady. I kind of would like to see if Proto Man's shield, like, does good against this, but not enough to bet my life on it. Oh no. Oh dear. Alright, E-Tank. I pressed the pause button and... Oh, just a little bit late. Oh, no. Alright, here we go again. I pressed the pause button like just a half a second too late. At least now I'm on full weapon energy. Oh well. This is a pretty good challenge, all things considered. So, I'm still having fun, even though it sounds like I'm in pain. Although speaking of pain, my throat is maybe a little bit in pain, not appreciating all the screaming. Is there such a thing as the frog bomb? I mean, if the closest thing is probably the use of toad magic in Rockman 4 MI, so... If that's your thing, maybe go play that fan game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, no, no. Oh, dive missile, come on. That was dive missile's fault right there. That was not mine. Dive missile still has its quirks, even if they reworked it to be better in this game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I dodged that. Damn it. I know, walking is so difficult to deal with. I might just die to Drill Man again if I mean, if I die to Drill Man again, I'm absolutely just, you know, game overing so I can try. You can see Heatnix peeking out of the corner as the stream goes on. Yeah. I mean, hey, look, at least this is not literally doing the same stage over and over again like Heatnix was. All right, we're just fucking ramming ourselves in the Drill Man now. I'm not fucking doing this. On 0 lives. I hear the toads can inflate themselves as defense, though if they injured they might combust. You wish you were making this up as a joke. No, I've heard of that before. Yeah, toads are definitely... They do not have the best defenses of the animal kingdom. Crash Design Mega Man 4 would make Drill Man paraplegic to nerf him, I wouldn't go that far. I would just maybe make it so walking into him is not a one-hit kill. What a concept. Yeah, I don't know. It's been very interesting how... Well, I mean, I guess not super interesting, but it's worth noting about how, like, the hard mode in this game, the stages really aren't that much more difficult if you, like, know the enemy placements and just, you know, shoot things down. Because, like, you know, yeah, you die faster, but, like, enemies aren't exactly known for putting out a ton of damage. It's the bosses that are the big problem. A little bit of Arcane Man? Yeah, it's actually a little bit closer to, what's going on there, Proto. I agree. Oh, fuck off, Drill Man. I hate it when he does that. It's right in the middle. It's terrible timing to get over both his drill bombs and him. Everything does a national tragedy's worth of damage. That's a way of putting it, yeah. One, two, three, four, five, move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, move. Oh no. Not again. Okay, hey, okay, that's actually a little bit better to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drill Man does not seem to turn around on a dime like he does in Mega Man 4 to shoot you with the drill bomb as quickly. Okay. Okay, so we really only have like 3 super difficult bosses here. We have Bright Man, we have Drill Man, and we have Ring Man. Everybody else is not that tricky to take down, although I still shouldn't underestimate them. Damn Rain Flush sticking me on the ground. I would like to maybe save one for Rain Flush in case anybody did not see the Easter egg last time. If you want another Suffering Stream idea, 100% X on X Stream with only unarmored X? Yeah, no, I'm not. even if it were possible. No, a big no to that one, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and get a refill off of Dustman. Voyager's your favorite Drill Man because you can still hit him while he's diving into the ground. Ooh, nice. Alright, Dustman, what's your first attack gonna be? Jumping at me? Okay. Easy enough. Isn't X6 is unarmored X impossible? Oh yeah, of course. Gates' first stage kinda ruins that for just about everybody. I did see that one person I think was able to like. You could theoretically do the whole game as unupgraded 0. It's not fun. It's possible. I think. I don't remember. What happened there? I feel like I think I was supposed to get hit. I maybe like last possible fame Proto Shield the ring back to Ring Man. Okay. Oh, I mean unarmored. Yeah, I guess if you are unarmored, you can still put parts on. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, there's somebody who's trying to beat it without parts, and they were able to get through with like one of the characters. I don't remember which. I think it was 0. Okay. Alright, next we'll take on... Barrowman's a pushover with Flash Stopper. We could still theoretically die to Skullman and Dive Man. So let's not. Nope, not my preference. I forgot. Oh, I forgot which one I should do to start off the fight. I know I forget which one he did, if I shot, or if he jumped when I moved. I did the wrong one. Oh, the Proto Shield is so good for this. Such a fucking misplay. Oh my god, such a fucking misplay! What the hell? What is wrong with me? I'm self-harming a little bit here at this point. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. Oh, fuck off, Skullman. Come on. Why is he stopping so early now? Every once in a while, Skullman stops just a little bit early, and he gets your feet. It's not a good experience. He drags you down to the depths below. Alright, come on, Toadman. Give me your health. Give me your lunch money, dude. Would love to mess around with you, but there's no time for that shit. I do love the contrast of having beaten, you know, the roll stream in record time because of all the extra bullshit we got. And now it's struggling to beat Proto Man on a hard mode in under 3 hours because of all the things that have taken away from me. Like my health. One. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, now he's gonna shoot another dive missile. Oh, multiple dive missiles. I'm out of Dust Crusher. Okay, E-Tank time. Okay, I did need it, but I did not want to have only no lives again for Wily when I had at least one mistake. The little feature with like Mega Man on Game Gear, nah, I don't know. The thing about that is just like, I know a lot of streamers like condense like different stream kind of things together, I suppose, but it feels very, I don't know. For me, I don't like the organizational part of it. For me, it bothers me where it's like, well, what if I was just somebody who wanted to watch the Sequel Wars, and then I had to, you know, then all of a sudden it's actually like there's 30 minutes of Sequel, like maybe 15 minutes of Sequel Wars, and then it's Game Gear all of a sudden? That's weird. I think Game Gear needs to be like a double feature with base 2 for the future. Eh, maybe. Assuming I can find a Wonder Swan emulator, I'm sure I could locate one. Okay, back to the climactic fight once more. It kind of sucks that this is the run where it's like, oh yeah, I figured E-Tanks would be great on hard mode. Turns out they aren't actually that good because you die in one hit half of the time anyways. They're only good for when you just want to, you know, negate the one hit of damage that you took from something else. So you can maybe take another one hit before death. 1, 2, 3. Now let's get the Proto Buster out. Alright, do this. Missed. It's okay. Okay. Oh, damn it. I did science and it saved me, but then I ran right into the fucking Wily machine. It does seem that I can reflect them, yes. I will not stand out in front of there deliberately to try to reflect them all. That would sound like a horrible idea. Alright, well, I'm a little bit low on Ring Boomerang now, so... Gonna go eat your hat. Yeah, I guess they decided they really wanted to make Proto Shield really useful in this version of the game. Well, do remember that when I was playing Roll, I did have double jump enabled, and I also had air dashing enabled. Like, I made her, like, really overpowered. Ooh, Wily, don't back away like that. Alright, come on. Alright! We've essentially done it. Yeah, and then we'll do the Rain Flush. Alright, die, Wily. You don't belong in this world. I'll get you with the wire. It doesn't even touch him. Okay. Whew. Just stand still and jump accordingly, I guess, but the nerves would get me. I would mess up my timing, absolutely, just trying to reflect each and every shot back. I know it would get to me. Plus, it also comes out so rapidly, too. Like, maybe I wouldn't be jumping fast enough unless I'm doing, like, you know, little tiny hops and... a strategy for another day. Pacifist run? That'd be kind of funny, actually. You could probably do that, thinking about it. I mean, depends on how certain interactions work, but... Huh. With the exception of Toadman, every single boss in this game fires out a projectile that could theoretically be reflected by the Proto Shield. So Toadman actually prevents a pacifist run from the Robot Master standpoint, at least. Alright, let's just... Flash Stopper? Are they still gonna spawn in on the roof? Okay, no, good. They're not like the original Mega Man 4. I can just do this to get past them all. Use Ring for the capsule. Yes, I can. Alright, that's 2 hits. Or maybe use iframes. Oh, I didn't turn around. Alright, thanks, Wily, jackass. In fact, screw you, Wily. I'm not dealing with that shit. In fact, I have all these E-Tanks. I'm going to use them finally. My chat is just absolutely ecstatic over the fact that Crash is actually using his E-Tanks for once. Let's fucking go, everybody. Let's fucking go for resource usage. I've done it. Hell yes. Yeah, it was personnel, kid. Wow. Hello, Smiley Switch and Metaton once again, and Revolving Door, and weird cassette face in the background, and this will be the last time that we see ya. Oh, wow, I did not expect, this to be what I was getting myself into. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I didn't think it was going to be 1 or 2 hit death kind of difficult. I thought it would just be more like, you know, really brutal stage tweaks and mean enemy placement, and maybe if they were feeling spicy, an extra, a desperation attack for each boss. That was the epitome of glass cannon kind of running. Except it really wasn't even much of a cannon part to it. Proto Man... Given that this is Mega Man 4 and not Mega Man 10, Proto Man didn't have any advantages besides his shield. They did the best to make the shield good, but outside of that, Proto Man doesn't offer anything extra besides taking more damage and more knockback. So this is like just I'm happy to have climbed the peak of this self-imposed challenge mountain. Yes, it is over score bar. I think you might have missed it. But yeah, wow. I hope seeing that challenge was enjoyable, considering that was something definitely different than how I did the other Mega Mans. Hey, Proto Man, what are you gonna do? You don't have anybody to jump into the loving arms of. That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Proto Buddy. Yeah. 4 Minus Infinity is gonna be fun next week, given how this went. Yeah, it will be. Go download that this weekend and figure out downloading that. So yeah, I think I'll do that. There should be 4MI next weekend unless I don't know, royally screw something up and can't figure it out. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from streaming after I beat Shadow Generations. Provided that's not taking like 3 weeks. But yeah, I like how much there is in the sequel wars here. You have a lot of like, there's a lot of content to get out of just Mega Man 4 so far, which is really cool. And that's not even, thinking about, well, what if I did a Mega Man 4 playthrough using like the Mega Man 5 weapon set? Like that could be cool as well. So yeah, really cool, really cool fan game, and I can't wait for it to be like finished and have like episodes 5 and 6 come out. I think it'll be real good. Near the end game for Shadow? All right, sweet. Okay, maybe if I finish tomorrow, then I will probably take a break for the following week. But otherwise, yeah, I have yapped for long enough tonight. I was very brutal, and I hope that you all enjoyed seeing somebody do such a dumb self-imposed challenge. If you liked the video, be sure to do all the streaming interaction stuff. If you haven't joined the Discord and would like to, please go ahead. There's the Discord link down later. What? There's a Discord link down in the description. I'll be back tomorrow with Shadow Generations, and potentially back next week with Fortimi and Freedom with Fortimi. But if Shadow Generations takes, only one stream, then maybe I'll give 2 weeks. So have a good night, everybody. Talk to y'all later, and thanks for hanging around. Good night. Someone mentioned Get out!